Hi everybody, welcome back to Serena's Kitchen. Okay, so the theme of today is small plates. Who says you have to serve such a huge meal when you have just a few people over? Sometimes people like to pick a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but that's what we're gonna do today. Wait till you see what I'm serving on these little plates. Be right back. All right, folks, let me show you what I am serving today for my little small plate festivities. First, let's start with the lamb chops. Love lamb chops, baby lamb chops. I have a little rub here that's gonna go on top of the lamb chops, and the rub is garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and a little seasoned salt. We have bacon, mini potatoes, the rub that's gonna go on the lamb chop. I will let you know what this is. Cooked bacon, Italian bread, of course I'm going to let you know what we're going to do with that. This is empty, but I'm going to make little salad shooters. Crudite, and over here we have a half a stick of unsalted butter and salted butter. Herbs, mustard, and garlic. I'm going to make a mustard garlic butter. The cutest little tins, that's going to be dessert, you shall see. And of course, the plates that I'm going to use for this meal. You don't have to use a slate plate, but this is what I like to use. You can use any small plate that you may have. All right, so we're gonna get started. I'm going to put the potatoes on to boil and get started with the mustard garlic butter. Okay guys, so before I get started with anything else, I wanna put the potatoes on. We're gonna pre-boil the potatoes for the smash bake potatoes. And I pre-boil them first because it's easier that way. And then we're gonna smash them and put them right in the oven. And not only that, I love to save potato water because you can actually use it for other things like sauces and gravies. Add a pinch of salt in the water, cover it up, and let that pre-cook. Okay, let's go back to the counter and I will put the mustard butter together. Okay, so now let's do this quick mustard butter first because I want to stick it in the refrigerator before we do the potatoes. It sounds a little different, but believe me guys, it tastes really good. All right, so I have a half a stick of unsalted and a half a stick of salted butter, soft. Here I have basil, I have parsley flakes, and I also have a pinch of salt. A half a teaspoon of basil, a half a teaspoon of parsley flakes, and a pinch of salt. Let's put that right back in here. Here I have the mustard. And this is about a tablespoon of mustard, but you can use as much as you want because everything is to taste. Then I have a tablespoon and a half of minced garlic because we really like the garlic. Okay, so now let's just mix it up. I'm gonna get a bigger spoon. Okay, and all you do is just rub or smash all the ingredients together in the butter. Mix it all in. Make sure it's all incorporated well. I can smell the garlic coming out of here. It smells so good. And believe me guys, it's going to taste good on your potato and it's going to taste good on your lamb chop too, if you want to use it while it's cooking. Okay, once you mix it in thoroughly, here's where the plastic wrap comes in. Put it on the plastic wrap like this. And we're going to form a log. It's very soft because I have butter nice and soft. That's why I want to do this now and stick this in the refrigerator while the potatoes are cooking. Just form it into a log. Voila. And stick in the fridge. Well, as soon as my dog finishes eating, I can record. Okay, look at these cute little shooters. Aren't they adorable? And guess what? I'm gonna put salad in here. It doesn't take much effort, it really doesn't. Isn't that adorable? The cutest little salads. And then all we do now is just stick a fork in here. But of course, I will have extra salad made just in case anyone wants more salad. But this is how I'm going to present it. Now let me show you how I made the little bread bowl. Okay, so you can use any kind of Italian bread that you prefer. I have some with seeds and some without seeds, but I want to show you the one with seeds, how I made the cute little bread bowls. Okay, first you cut the ends of the Italian bread. Put that on the side. You can nibble on that in between making your little project like I do. Otherwise, you can just throw it away. Next, now this is what I do. You want to have them at an angle. So just to help me out a little, I take a cute toothpick and I angle it like this. You see? Put them about 3 inches apart. And you're gonna cut the bread in that angle. That gives it the stand-up effect. Okay, let's give it a try here. So once I do that, I just kind of move it out the way. Oops. Okay, there we go. At an angle. See how that is? Now for the other side, I want it like this. So you just cut it that way. And look at that, here you go. And it's able to stand up. Make a hole. Inside the hole of the other bread bowls, I have ranch dressing on the inside. You can pull some bread out if you need to, but I like to keep all the bread in there because I don't want the ranch to drip on the other side, on the end of the bread bowl. So put some ranch dressing in the middle, and then you stick, let's get that nice in there, the crudite right in. Now on the other bread bowls, the crudites the ranch dressing's at the bottom, but you can have it sticking out a little bit like this. Ooh, that looks like a little lost carrot. Stick the rest in here, and look at that. You have a cute, ooh, delicious little bread bowl. Okay guys, welcome back. Before I show you the main part of the meal, let me show you the best part of the meal, the dessert. Aren't these just the cutest little apple pies you ever seen? And I'm gonna tell you something, they are slamming. So I already have the dough already made. I made 4 already. I just want to demonstrate how I made these. And I already have the apples cut up. And as I always do, the recipes will be in the description box at the end of the video for the dough and the apples. The dough is so simple, 4 ingredients. You can make it yourself, and it freezes very well. So I made the dough ahead of time. Now I'm just gonna roll it out. You can put a little flour on your mat just to prevent sticking. I'm telling you guys, these pies are so good. And this little empty is gonna be for ice cream. Woo! All right, a la mode. So we roll them out just like this. Whoops. Get it nice because it's thaw it out a lot. Now, we're gonna take about a 3.5 inch cutter. Make a circle and layer it on top of the cutest little mini pie pans like this. Spread it around. Okay, make sure it's in. And you don't have to worry about it sticking to this because it won't. There's plenty of butter in this pie dough recipe and shortening, which you will see in the description box. Now, just fill it with apples, like this. Now you're just gonna need a covering. Now if you don't have enough to make a covering, you can always reform the dough like this. This is very workable. And roll it out again. Let's put this aside and roll it out again, just so you can get the top portion of your little mini pies. All right, I think that's good enough because I'm only doing 1 since I already did them already. You could do these ahead of time because you know you're giving yourself the party. You can make these pies a couple of days ahead and stick them in the fridge. All you do is lay it. Oh, this is a little thick. I think I want to roll it out just a little bit more because I do want it bigger than the top portion of the pie pan. I wanted to overlay it. Okay, there we go. That should do. Let's push this aside here. and layer it like this. Now, if it's hanging over, here's where you make your little pinches to decorate the pie. For me, the crust is the best part of an apple pie. My favorite pie, and I love crust, especially homemade crust. Isn't that adorable? Now, here's where the little heart came in. I have a little cutter here, so precious. Just do like this. You don't have to do this if you don't want, but I do. I love doing it. And I'll stick it here. Now there's supposed to be a hole in the middle so that way air can come up from the crust. So since I am so anxious to get this done, I forgot to make a little heart circle here like I did here. So all I'm gonna do is just give a little hole here because we need ventilation. It doesn't look as pretty as this, but you know what? The whole idea that it tastes delicious. Okay, here we go. All done. I'm gonna pop this in the oven so I can have 5 pies because I think I'm gonna eat one before my guests arrive. Next, the lamb chops. Okay, now the lamb chops. But before I start the lamb chops, let me just say that when I put the little pie in the oven, I forgot to mention that you brush the crust with an egg wash. That gives it that nice shiny coat on the crust. All right, now let's get to these baby lamb chops. And guess what? They're gonna be wrapped in bacon, and I'm air frying these babies. Oh my gosh, so delicious. So I already wrapped 2. So I want to show you how I did it because I have many more to do later on. In the meantime, this is what I did. Okay, first with my rub, again, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, and a little seasoned salt. Just season the chops like you would normally do any other kind of meat, like so. Especially get around the edges here. That's where it's going to get crispy in the air fryer. I'm going to tell you, when you air fry meat, it comes out so good. Now in here, I have 2.5 tablespoons of Peterluga sauce. I love using Peterluga sauce. And 1/2 teaspoon of soy sauce. Just those 2 ingredients mixed together and rub it on your lamb chops or your steaks or your burgers. Trust me guys, it's really delicious. So I'm gonna rub some all over the lamb chop like so. Okay. I'll make a little mess, so what? That's all what cooking is about. Now take the bacon and we're going to wrap the lamb chop. Now of course, if anyone who does not eat bacon, this is an optional idea, but they don't know what they're missing because it is delicious. All right, now after you wrap the bacon, rub some more of the Peterluga soy sauce rub. It gives it a nice little smoky flavor. And now we're going to put these in the air fryer and let them cook for a few minutes. By the way, if you do not have an air fryer, you can do the same thing in your oven on broil. All right, I'm gonna pop these babies in and I'll see you soon. Okay, my air fryer shut off. The lamb chops are ready. Let's pull these girls out. Take a look. Beautifully cooked. The bacon is crisp. Oh, it looks so good. Okay, I'm going to put this stuff together. I'll be right back for our small plate feast. Everybody, I'm back. Okay, I put everything together and I'm just so excited of the cute little portions of food that I'm serving. I have the bacon wrapped lamb chops, the mini smashed potatoes with my mustard garlic butter and bacon bits and herbs and spices. I have the bread bowls with the crudite, the cute little salad shooters, and of course, the feast of resistance, the mini apple pies. I'm so excited. And of course, we have a little ice cream in the middle. A cocktail, actually this is sparkling cider, which we like. Perfect. Now you know what? I can't end without tasting my lamb chops. I love the bacon wrapped around the lamb chops. Just a little bite. Just a little bite, because I have to. Oh my gosh, marvelous. The bacon that's wrapped around, the smokiness of the pita and the soy sauce, cooked in the air fryer. Guys, if you do not have an air fryer, you really need to get one. So good. Wait a minute, let me just try a little bit of the smashed potato with the mustard butter. More bacon. More bacon. Everything tastes better with bacon. I want to thank you for joining me. I'm so excited. I'm going to cook the rest of the food, wait for my guest, and give me the old thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you the next time. Cheers.